Alright, here we go. This is one of the final Pokemon ranking videos. We're doing Generation 8. I might, at a later point, do a best of the best and worst of the worst rankings, but this is the last normal one. This one's going to be kind of long because there are a lot of Pokemon, some new forms, and we're going to do the Gigantamax ones as well. I had to use two different tier lists because these are just a mess. The people who made these are insane and or low intellect. So they were a mess. I had to clean both of them up a little bit. They're still not in a good order, but it's fine. We can work with what we've got. So, first off is Galarian Meowth. This is horrible. I don't like it. Regular Meowth is like an S rank, but this, I'd probably give it an F. It's horrible. Usually these start with an S, but no, not this time. But then we go straight into Galarian Ponyta. This is super adorable. One of my favorite Pokemon ever. It's Psychic type. It was really interesting. I'm glad this one exists. S for sure. Super great. Then Galarian Rapidash. It's Psychic and Fairy type. It's a really pretty unicorn, but it's less cute than Ponyta, so probably an A. Then we got Slowpoke. The Galarian form just kind of has some yellow accenting. It's alright. He's I think just Psychic type. B. Then Galarian Slowbro. He's Psychic and Poison. I kind of like that he's turned the Cloyster into a little blaster like Mega Man. That's kind of neat. Still a B. Then we got Galarian Slowking. Also Psychic and Poison, so really not much different from the Slowbro. It's kind of a weird looking guy, but still, I like it enough for a B. It's no better or worse than Slowbro, IMO. He's wearing it as a hat instead of a cannon now. Then we've got Galarian Farfetch'd. His leak got all huge. He's alright. B again. There's probably going to be a lot of B's this generation. Galarian Weezing. Doug Dimmadale of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. I like that. I'll give it an A. Then we come to Mr. Mime. I've never liked Mr. Mime, and I don't like this one either. This is just a guy. It's a really weird dude that you shove in a Pokeball. F. For some reason, they then decided to jump straight to these ones. Galarian Articuno. Psychic and Flying. It's really cool. Honestly, I think I'd give this another S. I really like the legendary birds, and these forms are interesting. Zapdos, but an ostrich. I like it. It's still very clearly Zapdos. It's very angry looking. Yeah. S rank again. And it's fighting and flying type. Then Moltres. I think this is a super cool design. It's my favorite of the three. The black part of his hair is the only part I just kind of don't like, but the rest of it is amazing. It's dark and flying type. Super cool. S rank. Galarian Corsola is dead coral. It's just kind of depressing, actually, because we do have a problem with our coral reefs dying and being killed by humans. Human activity, anyways. I think I'll give it a C. I don't have too strong feelings about it as a Pokemon, either way. Zigzagoon. This and its evolutions are mostly based on the band Kiss. It's kind of a neat idea for a Pokemon. I'll I give it a B. I don't, no, an A. I don't love it enough for an S, but I do think it's cool. And then Linoone. It may be a little less cute than the Zigzagoon, so B. Darumaka. I don't like this Pokemon. This is a D. I'm not into it. Darmanitan. Also still not one that I'm into. I do like it. It looks like a snowman now instead of just his angry Daruma form. I guess I can give it a C. And this is a fiery snowman for some reason in its Zen form. I'm not entirely sure how that works. I didn't really want to catch one of these. I'll give it a C. I kind of like the snowman design. Yamask. The design wouldn't really make any sense if you didn't see his evolution. He just kind of holding a piece of stone instead of a mask this time. C. Stunfisk. They felt like we needed another one of these. There was no call for it. F. It's ugly, and so is its base form. Why do they keep making these? Okay, then we can start with the actual Pokemon of the generation. Grookey. Cute little monkey guy. We have already had a grass monkey. It was Simisage and Pansage. They were both pretty ugly. This one's adorable. They did a good job this time. But Thwackey, I mean, already that's a dumb name for a Pokemon. He's kind of got a dumb look. Not into this one. I'll give him a C. No, a D. I don't like it. D. Rillaboom. It's alright. Big monkey. B. He's a drum monkey. I'm not into it. Galarian. Rillaboom. I mean, Dynamax. Gigantamax. Rillaboom. I'll get it eventually. Yeah, they're really into the drummer thing. That's a little cooler. I can give that an A. Scorbunny. I love Scorbunny. It's very cute. It's the one I picked. Scorbunny's great. Raboot. I think it's cute, but I kind of don't like that the clothes are just part of it. Like, I don't hate the idea of Pokemon wearing clothes, but having clothes be their skin is weird. I'll drop it down to a B. Cinderace. It's a pretty cool design. I kind of don't like the red part of its head. Also, clothes are part of its body again. But it was my starter and I gotta show it some love, so A. And then Gigantamax. It's just bigger bunny ears and it's standing on a fireball, which really takes up the majority of the Pokemon. I think I would give it a B because it just detracts from the main focus. But I guess they all do. The three of these ones. Anyway, Sobble. Yeah, Sobble's a cute little Mudkip kind of guy. He looks a little like another tribe Mudkip. Still cute. And then we've got Drizzle. Drizzile. It's like the angsty teenage form of this Pokemon. Yeah, another B. I kind of like it a little bit. Inteleon. It's supposed to look like a spy. I think it's just a little too weirdly thin. I do kind of like the finger laser it does. B again. I'm not really into the starters this generation so much. At least their evolved forms. Then we've got his Gigantamax form, and you can barely even see him. It's just a huge torrent of water. It's an interesting design, I guess. B again. Then we come to Squavit. Like squirrel and covet together, Squavit. He's just a squirrel with stuff in his cheeks. It's not a good design for a Pokemon. Then it evolves into Greedent, which is just awful. I hate this thing. Hideous. F. Rickety. This generation's Pidgey. It's alright. It's a C. It's just a little bird guy. Then it evolves into Corvisquire. Clearly just a middle bird guy. I like it a little better. I think I can give it a B. It's not bad. He evolves into Corviknight, though. Picks up Steel type. Looks really cool. I like this Pokemon. It gets an S. It's Gigantamax form. It's just it, but with some glowing red parts. It's still really cool. Yeah, S. Then we come to Blipbug. It's hideous. It looks just like a Pokemon from a previous generation. I think it was called Spupa. Very similar, very ugly. F. Then Dottler. I don't like it much, but it's a weird design and instantly recognizable, I guess. When you see them on the field, it's like, oh yeah, it's one of these weird things. I can give it a C. Orbeetle. We already did Ladybug Pokemon and they were better. It's a little cool, I guess. C. Gigantamax. It's a UFO now. That's alright. Still C. Then we've got Nickit. Swiper, no swiping. It's pretty cute. I like this one. I don't know why the drawing has such a sultry expression. But yeah, it's a solid A rank. Good Pokemon. You what? Yeah, it's cute enough. I think I can even go for the S. I like that its tail, it's kind of like a campfire. At least I think that was what they were going for with it. Could be wrong. Anyways, I like these ones. I was hoping for more from its evolution, which doesn't look too bad. It feels like it's a middle evolution to me, like it should go one step further. Also, I feel like they should be dark and fire type, because it looks like there's a little fire in that design. It's just, there's not. It's just darkness. Just dark type. Thievul. Also, I think I had a female one of these, and I was disappointed that it had a mustache. They should have done a gender difference there. That's something they kind of stopped doing, was gender differences on Pokemon, and I don't like that. It was neat and interesting. It was a cool idea to implement, and they should do it every generation. And this one could have really used it. Still pretty cool, I guess. I'd give it a B. Gossifleur. It's a flower. It's a little pretty. A B. Probably B. Eldegoss, I don't like so much. I actually think it's kind of ugly. D. Wooloo. Sheepy Sheep. Super adorable. I should detract points from it for not being much of a Pokemon. It's just a cute little sheep, but nah. S rank for sure. Then it evolves into a Dubwool, which nah, it's just nah. Like bah, but nah. Then we've got Choodle. Like a really ugly Squirtle. D. You know what? I don't like it at all. These for the ones that I maybe kind of like a little. F. Dreadnought. I guess it's a little cool. D, I guess. Gigantamax Dreadnought. Still D. Still not into it. Then we come to Yamper. He's a little corgi Pokemon. It's pretty cute. I don't like the heart butt though. That's weird. And also, when they were presenting this generation, they were like, "Oh, look how we did animated moves," and it like does tail up and just the model shakes back and forth, and it was lame. Anyways, A, I guess. It's pretty cute. And there's Boltund. Boltund has been part of my main party for like the entire run of Sword. Named her Holly, just generic female name for dog because all of my dogs IRL have been girls. So we just picked female names for all of them. No too special significance for any of them. And same here. So yeah, I gotta give her an S rank. She's a good dog. Good girl. And then we come to Roly-Coly. I'm definitely remembering these names and not looking them up on Bulbapedia. It's a little pile of coal with a wheel and an eye. C. Yep. Hey, C. And then a Carkol. It's a cart of coal. Living minecart. It's rock and fire type now instead of just being rock. I don't like it better enough to bring it any higher than C. Colossal. A little cool, a little ugly. B. Gigantamax Colossal. It's like it incorporates an erupting volcano or just it's like melting the ore at the top of itself. It kind of looks like that Titan from Hercules, the one with two heads. It's fairly cool. I guess I can bump it up to an A. Then we got Appleton. It's like the concept of a worm in an apple. For some reason it's dragon type. The worm's a little dragon. The stalks, the stem of it are its eyeballs. It's got a real Mr. Krabs thing going on. That's a little gross to have just whole eyes there. I still like it though. I'll probably give it an A. That's a neat idea. And then Flapple, the worm inside of the apple, evolved into a lizard. And it is still using parts of the apple for its body. That's kind of neat. I can keep it at A. Was that the fly? For some reason I thought there was like a mid form, but yeah, it only has 2 stages, but they're alternate stages. They have the same Gigantamax form, which is a big apple that's... The top of it's kind of, I guess that's the innards of the apple. What do you call it? Not the sap, but just like its juices. So you got your big old worm evolving into a snake and it's popping out. It's alright. Yeah, I like this well enough for an A. I like the original concept and it carries through. It's cute. It's just a living apple pie Pokemon. It really took on more dragon form here. Yeah, still A. They're doofy. I'll give them A's. I like these. They're fun. But yeah, the Appleton and Flapple both have the same Gigantamax form. Silicobra is next. It's just kind of a snake. See? It evolves into Sandaconda. They're both just ground type. They could benefit from also being poison because snakes typically are poison type. It's kind of wrapped around itself and made a weird cone. It's a little neat. I can give it a B. And then Gigantamax. The wrapping has become like a top, and it's become like a tornado. It's alright. Still a B. It reminds me of that one weapon from Twilight Princess where it's a spinner and you get on it and you get it in the desert. Just very spinny and deserty. Cramorant. Kind of reminds me of Pelipper, but more blue and with a better beak. I can give it a B. Did they not have the... They should have the forms on the thing, because the... I like his stupid ability where if he uses Surf or Dive, he picks up a fish, and then if he gets hit, he shoots it at the opponent. That was a neat thing, and it made it so that when you use Surf, if it doesn't take out your opponent all the way, this will get the rest of their HP. It could get kills, right? The ability? I can't remember whether it takes a fourth of their current HP or their max. Either way, it was interesting. Then the Pikachu one. That paralyzed them if it hits them. It's based on his HP. If he's below 50% HP, he picks up a Pikachu instead of a fish. I'd probably give this like an A. This one, still a B. And then Arrokuda, the fish that Cramorant picks up. Yeah, it's just kind of an ugly little fishy boy, but it's not as ugly as most of the other ugly fish, so C. Barraskewda. It didn't really need to evolve. It's probably not strong enough to matter, so still C. Toxel, the baby Pokemon. It's got a cool typing, electric and poison. I can kind of appreciate its design. I don't like that it's got like a diaper as part of it. I'll give it a D. Then it evolves into Toxtricity. It's electric and poison. It's kind of a punk rock kind of guy. He's alright. I'd give both forms B. One's yellow, one's blue. Did I not get the... Okay. Due to file naming conventions, they ended up messed up. Anyways, Gigantamax form. It has both the blue and the yellow, so both the blue and the yellow one go into this one form. It's alright, just as they are. Still B. Sizzlipede. This little flat centipede. He's fire type. He's a pretty alright Pokemon. I give it a B. Evolves into Centiskorch. Same design, but bigger and more evolved. Still a B. But then Gigantamax Centiskorch. I like that they made it like from a centipede to a millipede. Just a lot more legs, a lot longer. It is kind of tapewormy, but it's cool, and Firebug is an interesting combo. I can give this an A. It's not bad. It's actually pretty good, yes. I mean, if it's just not bad, it would like C or something, but it's better than not bad. Clobopus. Honestly, until I was putting this video together, I forgot this existed. It's one of the most forgettable Pokemon of this generation to me, so C, no strong feelings either way. This, though, Graplocked. Also, neither of these are water type. They should be water and fighting, and I don't know why they're not. Especially because I think you find them in water, but I kind of hated this thing. It was always annoying to fight. Probably because I kept thinking it was water and trying electric moves on it, and they weren't working very well. D. I don't know why we've got a 2D and a 3D picture for both Sinistea and Polteageist here, but I'll just use one or just shove them in the same category. Sinistee. It's like tea but alive. It's an okay idea for a Pokemon, I guess. I don't like the just living inanimate object ideas for Pokemon. They're a little uninspired. Actually, no, I can give it a B. I do like that its handle is its hand grabbing itself. That's a little cute. Then Polteageist, it's just a little ghost guy in a teapot. Yeah, see. Then we come to Hatenna. This little thing in a hat. See. Hatterene. It's this cute little girl thing, and her hat's way too big for her. That's kind of cute. I'd give it at least a B. Hatterene, psychic and fairy type. People see it as this generation's Gardevoir. I don't see the appeal too much. I think the majority of its body is actually its hair. The actual body itself is inside of it. It's still like really tiny, so it's kind of weird in that design, but it's this cool witch thing. I can give it an A. It's an interesting Pokemon. Gigantamax is kind of just the same thing. Just bigger, and it's got like hair tentacles. Yeah, still A. Impidimp. Dark and Fairy. I guess they just wanted like an imp Pokemon. I don't know. I'm not into this. It's dumb. I get that it's kind of cute, but yeah, D. I kind of dislike it. Then this guy, Morgrem. He very much reminds me of that guy from Skyward Sword. The weird guy with the sword, and you fight him a lot. I can't even remember his name. But yeah, he's got major that guy energy. I don't know where to put him. I almost kind of like him a little, so C. And then Grimmsnarl. I use this for a lot of the game because he's dark and fairy type and pretty strong even if he's slow. He's alright. I think he's kind of hideous, but he's a big old bruiser Pokemon. I'm not really into the bruisers, the big, ugly, strong guys. I did use them a lot, so B. And then Gigantamax. He becomes more lethal. Not lethal, Leith. I was just trying to say Leith. L-I-T-H-E. You know, thinner, more proportionally adjusted to not just be big and bulky. He kind of looks like a giant mech, like a Big O. I think that's kind of cool, so I can give it an A rank. Obstagoon evolves from Linoone, which did not previously have an evolution. And this was the team... What were they? Team Yell? That's such a stupid team name and concept. But this was their main Pokemon, and it's an obstacle and a goon, so Obstagoon. And it holds arms in X because it's blocking your way. I think these are kind of dumb, actually. I do like the Kiss design, but Zigzagoon really pulled it off the best. And then Galarian Meowth's evolution, not Galarian Persian, but rather Berserker. It's a Viking, I guess? Steel type. This does not look like regular Meowth at all. I guess it's got the coin on the head, but why did they do this? So weird and unnecessary. Maybe it's a little better than Galarian Meowth. D, I guess. Cursula. You can barely see the sprite here. But, it's this ghost type Corsola's evolution. It's weird because it's got that sad little face and then a bigger face around it that's like consuming the inner one, which is kind of horrifying. Maybe that's how coral works. Like dead coral creeps up and just destroys living coral. I don't know. Very depressing Pokemon. B, I guess. I kind of like the concept. Sirfetch'd, an evolution for Galarian Farfetch'd. They take his leek and make it a sword/lance. Give him a shield. He's kind of neat. It's a little dumb. I was kind of hoping to have a second typing as well. He's just a fighting type. B, probably. Then we got Mr. Rime, Ice and Psychic. It's an evolution for Galarian Mr. Mime. I might like it a little better than Mr. Rime. I kind of like it a little. It's this goofy Pokemon, but it's still just a weird guy you're putting in a Pokeball. That's strange. F. This is just some weird dude. It might upset Imakuni to know that being a weird person doesn't make you a Pokemon. If you don't know who Imakuni is, Google him. EIMAKUNI ? Real weird dude. Ended up as a Pokemon card. And he's in the Pokemon TCG video games for the Game Boy Color. I've been playing those lately. They're kind of fun. Anyways. This is a Runerigus, basically Galarian Cofragigus. But it doesn't really look anything like it. This evolves from Galarian Yamask. And that makes the Yamask little rock tail thing make sense because it's a part of this. I did use one for a long time. I think it even took it to the Elite Four. It's very defensive and moderately strong. I do like this like a dragon on a rock. It's ground and ghost type, but it's kind of neat. I'll give him an A. He was really reliable. I'll boost him up to an A. Milcery. Milcery? Nah, it's a C because they want you to say it Milcery. Kind of seems like a drop of milk or cream. Not a very inspired idea for a Pokemon. It's just a thing, but alive. C. But then Alcremie. It's got a little bit of horny energy. It's living cream and strawberries. I kind of like its different forms. It's got so many of them, and they're based on you having Milcery in your party and spinning certain ways for certain amounts of time at certain times. And I had to look up how to get the one that I wanted. I wanted a rainbow one. And I got that one. It's pretty cute. It's decently cute. It's useless in combat. But kind of nice to have, so B. It's not a bad Pokemon. And then Gigantamax Alchemy. It went from just kind of some cream to a whole cake, and a very, very big cake at that. It's a little dumb, but I kind of like it. Still B. Phalanx. This feels like it should maybe evolve into something or from something. It's neither. It also feels like it should be a steel type. It's just fighting. I kind of like the concept of just a line of soldiers. They look a little Spartan-y. It's basically a Spartan phalanx, Phalanx, rather than Falinx. I'm KS is Pokemon's name. He's alright. This is a B. This thing, Pincurchin. It's Pincushion, Urchin, electric type. It very much reminds me of Pyukumuku from, I think, the previous generation. I don't know why they made these Pokemon. It was a weird idea. They're standalones. They have no connection to other Pokemon. I don't get it. D. And I thought Snom was going to be another one, but that's where I cut the folder. Hold on, that's not right. Ugh, this generation was a mess. Okay, Snom, there we go. That's who's supposed to be here. Snom. A lot of people love this one and we give it an S rank. I think it's just this kind of cute little bug thing with a butt nose. B for me. But it evolves into Frosmoth. A decently strong ice bug. I think I kept this in my party for a long time. Think about the Elite Four. That's decent coverage, and it's kind of pretty, I guess. Yeah, I'd give this an A. I like it. It's a frost moth. Lives up to its name. Stonjourner. Name's based on Sojourner. It's clearly a Stonehenge, but alive. And with muddy feet for some reason. I don't know. C, I guess. It's no strong feelings. Ice Cube. It's an ice type penguin with an ice cube head for some reason. Honestly, I think I'd give this a D. It's dumb. It's just a penguin, a regular penguin with ice cube head. And then they made it even weirder in its alternate form where it loses its ice cube head and it's still got a weird head that looks like it's made out of ice. Still a D. Yeah, just... I don't hate it enough for F, but I don't like it either. Then we come to Indeedee. I think this one is male and the other one is female. I think they're supposed to be like little butler Pokemon or something, but that doesn't come across very well. I can kind of get the sense of a maid from the female one, but not so much overall the design. They do got a lot of junk in the trunk though. I'll give them B's for the junk in the trunk. Then we come to Morpeko. They're not even trying to hide that this is the Pikachu of the generation. It's electric and dark type. I don't know, it kind of weirds me out in how very similar to a Pikachu or Raichu it looks. It's like a middle evolution between the two. It seems like it's got little pockets, the yellow parts of its fur in the front, like it's sticking its hand into the pocket to get candy, and it's offering the candy to whoever it's looking at, which is kind of nice. It's kind of cute. I can give it a B. And then it goes into hangry mode, which... Does it not change type? I guess it's like stats rearranged from being more defensive to more offensive. Now it's in a bad mood. It's not offering you food anymore. It's hungry and mad. It has no food. Still B. I don't know. It's a little cute and I kind of like the idea, but I also think they're weird looking and a little ugly too. So yeah, B. Cufant. We already had an elephant Pokemon, and it was Phanpy, and it was great. This is not as good. It's just little elephant guy. Probably C. And then Kaparaja. Very heavy steel elephant. And this is kind of like it. Maybe I'd give it a B. Alright, sure, B. And then Mega, or Gigantamax Kaparaja, is just him but bigger and blockier. That's a little silly. I guess I kind of like that. I'll give it a B. Then we come to these abominations. Dracozolt. This was from the Fossil Fusion thing. I had hoped you could make whole fossils with them, like electric top and electric bottom, and then you could also mix and match, but you can only make abominations. You can't make whole Pokemon with it. And just, I hate these. They're so hideous. They remind me of there was this Yu-Gi-Oh card game where you made abominations of different combinations of cards, and that was like your only way of getting decently powerful monsters, because the game just wouldn't give you any. And you could scan in cards, real cards, by not scanning, but you'd put a code that was on the bottom of every Yu-Gi-Oh card into the game and be like, oh, I see you want a Dark Magician or a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Depending on the code, it's like, sure, you can have this card in exchange for 1 million points. And you got like 20 points per win. So I don't know why they had that feature. It was like, sure, you can have these cards that you own in real life, but actually, no, you can't. So why even bother programming it if they were going to do that? That was a very weird decision. Anyways, they had these abomination cards, and that's what these remind me of. But yeah, these are hideous. And F for Dracozolt, the Electric Dragon. Arctozolt, Electric Ice. Yep, hideous. Dracovish, Water Dragon. Super hideous. F. Arctovish. Yeah, no, just no. Why any of these? They're awful. Duraludon, Steel Dragon. It kind of looks like a lighter. Like, I expected it to be Steel and Fire type. Steel Dragon is really cool typing. I kind of like its design. I don't like that it doesn't evolve to or from anything. I'll give it a B. And then its Gigantamax form is a Skyscraper. It's kind of dumb, but kind of the good way of dumb. I don't know. Does it make it good enough to be an A? Not quite. Still B. Then we got Dreepy. This thing, I like it. It's a dragon ghost. It's cute. Dumb little guy. Honestly, I love it. S rank. It's dumb in a good way. This little dragon, he's this generation Dratini. And then Dracloak. There's a bigger one, and he's carrying the little one on his doofy little airplane head. Yeah, it's still good. That's still super cute. Yeah. And honestly, Dragapult, he's one of my favorites of this entire generation. It's so good and also so dumb. He's this airplane dragon ghost, and he fires missiles that are just the babby version of himself. Just yeet the child. And I think that's absolutely hilarious. Also, it's pretty decent in combat. I like it. So yeah, Dragapult, his whole line, that's fantastic. I love these. Then we come to Zacian. It's just Cyan with Za in front of it. He's our legendary. He's just kind of fairy type. They should be in the opposite order. A lot of these were in backwards order because of the person who made this tier list wasn't paying attention, and the file names, anything that has a hyphen in it, comes before the regular name. So a ton of these were backwards, and I had to put them the right way. Anyways, Zacian is a big old dog. He feels like he's an incomplete design, which is what it's supposed to be. I guess I can give it a B. Yeah. But then his proper form, Zacian, that's really cool. I like it. It's a dog with a sword. It reminds me of that boss from Dragon Souls, which I might not have played that part because I think it was DLC. And I completed all of regular Dark Souls. Did I say Dragon Souls just now? A minute ago, the first, but Dark Souls. Dark Souls was kind of fun. But yeah, I don't think I encountered this because it was DLC or something. I didn't go back to Dark Souls after completing it. Anyways, he's very cool, really strong, really fast, destroys Dynamax Pokemon. S rank. I named mine Arthur after King Arthur because, you know, he's kind of holding an Excalibur, the really cool sword. And that was my naming convention for Pokemon Sword version. I based it around, I knew I was going to get this, so I was like, okay, he's got a really cool sword, so that's going to be Excalibur, he's going to be Arthur, and everything else is going to be the Knights of the Round Table. As much as I could, anyways. Alright, and we come to Zamazenta. Magenta, but with these. It's a little shield doggy thing. Yeah, still B. He might look a little weirder than Zacian, but yeah, he's alright. He's alright. But then his proper form, Fighting in Steel, whereas Zacian was Fairy in Steel. It's kind of cool. He's a shield dog. I don't think I love him as much as Zacian, though. He's not bad, I guess. A. No, not just not bad. I do like. I gotta stop saying they're just not bad when I actually like them. I gotta expand my vocabulary, man. Yeah, A rank. He's good. I do like him. Not as much as Zacian, and I think they're both a little doofy for legendaries, but overall, I like them. Eternatus, the poison dragon, the kind of final boss of the main game, is really strong. I named mine Merlin. It's a cool design. I can give it an A. Yeah. I don't think I love it quite enough for an S, but still pretty cool. And then this form, which is not an actual Pokemon within the game. It's not something you can get or do or use. It's just a weird enemy boss thing. Also, I don't think I like it. This big old grabby hand. D. Then we come to our DLC legendary, Cub Fu from the Isle of Armor. I still don't understand why he's supposed to be considered armor, especially when he's not a defensive type Pokemon. Reminds me a little bit of the movie Karate Kid. And there was a Digimon that's a little bear with a headband thing, kind of like his white part, but it was like red. He's alright. B. Shifu. Both of these forms are very much exactly the same, except for that, one moment. Okay, both pretty much exactly the same, except just his pose. They've got the same design, and I think when you see them walking in the overworld, they look the same. I could be wrong, but they look very same to me, so they're gonna get the same rank. I think this one's the Swift Strikes, the water type, and this one's the dark type. I picked this one just because I felt water would fit better into the team. It's kind of cool. I'll still give it a B. And then each one had their different color of Gigantamax. This is the dark one, this is the water one. They've been doing a lot of trying to associate red with dark type, but red is usually associated with fire type. I guess they're tired of using black so much. So they were red and blue fighting each other. I'd probably give these the same rank. It's maybe a little cooler than the other ones. I guess I would give this an A. Like, it barely squeaks into the A rank. And then this thing, this thing, Zarude. Zarude Sandstorm. Dark and grass type. It's probably based on Saru, means monkey in Japanese, and just rude. I had never seen this thing before in my life until I was putting this video together. I've played through the entirety of Sword. I did both DLCs. I did the DLCs actually on stream if you want to check them out. They should be right here in the archives or on my YouTube channel, which is still just Magneto. I made sure to reserve that everywhere I could. Yeah, he's not in it anywhere though. He's apparently an event-only Pokemon, and there may have been a movie or something with him in it. I never saw it or heard much about it. Now that I think about it, I might have heard about it, but yeah, I had no idea this was going to be a thing. And now he's wearing a cape. It had some personal connection to him in the movie or whatever that I never saw, so I don't understand its significance. He's dark and grass type, and he has a special move that's actually pretty good for double battles at least. It heals all of your Pokemon that are out of both their health and their status conditions. That seems really OP. Anyways, I think he's hideous, and I have no personal connection to him. And I think they did a bad job of informing people that it exists. So I think I'm going to go ahead and give him an F rank. And then Regieleki, one of the new Regis in the Crown Tundra DLC. This is kind of a weird one, and I don't like his name. It also should have a C instead of a K. Regieleki. It's pure electric. I might give it a D. I'm not into it. I do appreciate getting more of these though. More weird Braille monster Pokemon, although there was no Braille puzzle with these. Regidrago. You know, I didn't want to like this, but the more I looked at it, the more I appreciate that dragon skull arms thing it's got going on, and it fires this cool laser. We have plenty of footage of it on stream or YouTube channel. Plus I love dragon types. I gotta give this guy an A. Would you come along with the mouse, please? There you go. An A. Yeah, I like that dragon skull. It's cool. And then we got Glastrier. I really like this. I love horse Pokemon. I like ice Pokemon. So it's a horse and ice together. That's cool. I like its like ice mask thing going. That's got going. It's cool. I give it an S. And then Spectrier, the alternate version of the same Pokemon. It's really pretty. A really pretty horse Pokemon. It's got this cool thing going on with its feet where it's very clearly ghost type. It's, you know, it's missing part of it, but they're like, they still move with the rest of the leg. That's really neat. Yeah, S for sure. They're great. But yeah, it's the same Pokemon, but you're trying to refresh this guy, Calyrex's memory, and he's like, was my steed ice or ghost type? I don't remember. So you just get to pick, and he's like, oh yes, that was it the whole time. He's a Psychic Grass, and I want to hate his doofy headdress, his little crown, but I can't. He somehow pulls it off. Also on his beads, he's got Triforce marks, which is cool. I'm not sure I love it as much as Glastrier and Spectrier, though. So I'll give him an A. He's still pretty good. But then we've got his forms where he's riding Glastrier and Spectrier. That makes him from Psychic Grass to Psychic Ice or Psychic Ghost. All very cool. They've got really cool attacks. This one's physical, this one's special. I don't want to like the horse rider Pokemon, but I just do. It works for him. And Calyrex himself, his design becomes a little more evolved. He gains a little cloak, whereas, I mean, he's got it here, but it's not very long, but now it is. His little collar, his crown becomes more of like shiny, and instead of just like a grass bulb, it's this glowy thing. Yeah, these are great. I gotta give them S ranks. We're not quite done though. Now we have to move over to the other tier list because there's more in this generation. They just didn't include it in this one. This one includes a Atrocities to Humanity category, which I thought was kind of funny, but we're not going to use that because we already have F rank. That is what F rank is for. So next up is Gigantamax, Venusaur. It's right here. Is Venusaur but big and his plant grew really big and draped over him? I kind of like that. It's a little dumb. I'll probably give this a B. Charizard. Gigantamax Charizard. He didn't really need this. Charizard gets too much hype and too much attention. It's an S rank Pokemon, Charizard himself, but he just gets a disproportionate amount of attention, especially when there's like 1,000 Pokemon, many of whom need more attention, because they're not lame, but they still feel like the developers forgot about them. I think I might actually like it less than Charizard's original design, so just like A. Gigantamax Blastoise. So the two cannons on his back have now become an entire like fortress or battleship. Just tons of cannons now. That's kind of cool. I want to dislike this, but it is cool. I'll give it at least an A. Gigantamax Butterfree. Butterfree always had pretty wings, and they become prettier and bigger. Butterfree's, yeah, I gotta give this an S. I love Butterfree. This is a cool design. Yeah. Then we've got Gigantamax Meowth. Did I not get Pikachu? I accidentally skipped Pikachu in the picture, so okay, we'll go Pikachu first. It's just the fat Pikachu from the old games. In newer games, they make him more streamlined to fit with Ash's Pikachu, which is in a little better shape. B. There's not a whole lot to it. It's just big Pikachu. And then Meowth. Meowth is Longcat. They're using a super dead old meme from the internet. This is one of the first memes that I remember. It was also kind of one of the first memes. It wasn't the first, but it was very early. Longcat is long. So, interesting they made a reference to that. I'll give it an A for old internet reference. It's a little dumb, so I'm not going to give it an S. But yeah, A. Also, I think its special attack gives you a bunch of money. I don't remember whether it was like a worthwhile amount, though. Gigantamax Machamp. I guess he looks a little spooky with that weird face he's got going on now. Otherwise, he's just bigger Machamp. Probably a B. Actually, no, I'd give it a C. I'm not really. I don't much care for it. Gigantamax Gengar. He's like all mouth now. I don't know why they had that idea. It wasn't too prominent of a part of his original design. I guess his mega form kind of. This feels like, yeah, an expansion of its mega form rather than its main form. That's super weird though, and kind of ugly with the, kind of really ugly with the giant mouth and all. I think I'd give this a D. Gigantamax Kingler. I was super unaware of this one. I think I might not have seen it until today when I was putting together this. It's kind of got like a foam beard going on. No strong feelings either way. C. Then we got Lapras. Lapras is one of my absolute favorite Pokemon. Probably in my top 5. This makes her all big, and she got music notes because it likes to sing. I gotta give it at least an A. Maybe even an S? Do I like it enough for S? Almost. I'll put it at the top of A. Then we just got Big Eevee. It's Eevee, but her collar fluff is more fluffy. I do like that the clouds are around her ear now instead of just directly above like all the others. That's a little cute. I've never liked those clouds though. I don't like Dynamaxing and Gigantamaxing in general. But yeah, it's alright. I'll give it a B. Oh, that's right. There were I think you could only use the Eevee and the Pikachu Gigantamaxes with the they'd give you an Eevee or a Pikachu if you had save data from Let's Go Eevee or Let's Go Pikachu. I played Eevee. I'd really like to see a lot of the Let's Go elements incorporated into the main games, and if they made another Let's Go game, I'd probably be into it. Gigantamax Snorlax. He kind of reminds me of King Kai's planet, and also Torterra, the grass fully evolved starter of generation, I want to say 3. He's alright. Another B. Then we come to Garbodor. Garbodor is easily an F rank Pokemon. It's living garbage. It's a ripped garbage bag. I hate it. I hate it a lot. Also, I hadn't thought about it before, but its left hand, the one on the right from our perspective, is somewhat phallic. I know it's supposed to be like rebar or whatever, but it looks a little phallic in this picture. I wanted to give it at least a D because it's kind of cool that it's become such a massive trash heap that it's swallowed things up, but those are toys inside of it. That's a toy boat and toy building, toy plane. Like those are supposed to be actual yachts and buildings, and it was causing terror and chaos. That'd be interesting, but it's just not. I think it'll still have an F. Garbodor is one of my least favorite Pokemon. Probably my bottom 5. We'll find out in the future, though, if I do a best of the best and worst of the worst rankings. Melmetal. I have no real connection to Melmetal because it was only in the Go, and I could barely get Go working on my phone and internet. I couldn't get it to the main. Can you even get it in the main games? Because you get it in Go and you can transfer it to Let's Go, but I don't think you can go from Let's Go to the regular games. I could be wrong on that. In any case, I don't much care for it, even if it is a little cooler than the regular form. I guess I'll put it at C. It does kind of look like a giant mech. And then, yeah, we did everything else here. That's a kind of a weird way to end, but that's how we're ending. So these, the only one that I put at S rank was Butterfree. I love Butterfree. The wings are really nice. I love Lapras. This Dynamax is kind of doofy, and its shell, I'm not really into its shell the way it is. Otherwise, I would give this Lapras an S rank because Lapras is an S rank Pokemon. Excuse me. Charizard is also an S rank, but the Fire Wings are kind of cool. Somehow I like his design less than original Charizard. Blastoise, it's a little dumb, but also pretty cool. So yeah, A rank. Meowth is A rank because memes. Yeah, that's how these end up. Then the S ranks here. I really love Moltres' design. It's awesome. Ponyta is super adorable. You know, I should probably put her up front. She's probably my favorite from this generation. She's really, really, really cute. If only Rapidash stayed as good looking as the Ponyta. It's a little less good. But yeah, Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos' new forms, I like them a lot. I like the original forms, and these are also very cool. Then Grookey's adorable. Nah, I think I do like him the least of the 3 starters, though. Scorbunny, very, very cute. I love rabbit Pokemon, and not just Lopunny. I forgot his name as I was saying it. Sobble. Yeah, Sobble is pretty cute. He's this cute, weird little water thing like a Mudkip. Corviknight's a knight, very cool. Gigantamax form, still very cool. Snicket, Swiper, no swiping. Wooloo is Wooloo. Boltund is a very good girl. Dreepy, he's creepy dragon, that's the name, Dreepy. He's cute little dragon thing. He's adorable. Then I love the concept of the evolutions. It's so dumb, but my favorite kind of dumb. He's also kind of got a cool airplane head. It looks kind of like one of those stealth bombers. It's cool and dumb, and yeah, I love it. Also, Dragon Ghost is good typing. It's interesting. Zacian's really cool. He was my King Arthur. Glastrier and Spectrier are wonderful horse Pokemon. I do like this one better, even though we got Glastrier. You can only get one or the other. Let's put them like that. Yeah. And I like Calyrex. I feel like I shouldn't. He is kind of a doofy design, but I still like him, and combined with these, that's great. In fact, yeah, him riding them is even better than their regular. There we go. That's the arrangement of these four. So yeah, this generation had quite a few good Pokemon, and also a lot of stinkers. Quite a lot. I am looking forward to Generation 8 and the upcoming, 9, and the upcoming Generation 8 games that are still not out, like Legends Arceus. That's going to be really cool. Even if it doesn't have new Pokemon, which would be a little disappointing, it'll still be awesome. Alright, so that's that for now. There will, in the future, probably not tomorrow or the next day, but at some point, be best of the best and worst of the worst ranking lists. I know nobody cares, nobody watches these, but I'm doing it for fun. I just noticed there's a thing. It says both my Twitch and YouTube are offline. Let me check this has been streaming. Okay, it has. It's just wrongly displaying. This is probably a good point to end too, because the music video ran out. It only lasts about an hour, and we've been going about an hour. We're going to move on to Monster Train. The DLC just came out this morning, like 7 hours ago. Honestly, if this hadn't taken so long to put together and to fix the lists, I probably would have started hours ago, and I'd be playing that right now. But now I've got to take a break, get all set up for it, and then I'll be streaming Monster Train for the next few days. And depending on how the release of Monster Hunter Rise and the Binding of Isaac DLC are, I'll either stop playing it when those come out or alternate it with those when they come out. It also depends on how many viewers each game gets. You know, if just nobody cares that I'm playing Monster Train, but they do care that I'm playing Monster Hunter, then I'd probably drop one for the other, or vice versa. So that's the plan. Short break, then Monster Train. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a nightmare, but maybe in a good way. All right, thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day or night or evening or whatever time. Okay.